I might be able to.
I'm recording. It's all good.
Okay. Just gotta move this up here. All right, we win that face-off, so we're gonna skip through some of this stuff here. Man, you guys really held the ball on this first possession, huh, Core?
Yeah, I was trying to play slow. They stalled in this game the last 12 minutes.
They did?
Mm-hmm. I think we lost by like 2 goals or a goal. Harold Drum was the coach of this team.
Ah,
He outcoached me.
nice. One was not quite the same quality as the other ones. All right. Well,
Yeah. You muted?
ground balls, ground balls, ground balls. And don't ever do that. A little sloppy here. All right, so we're going to get a man down penalty right off the bat here. We'll go with a man down here a little bit. Okay, so when the ball goes out of bounds on a man down, the most important thing we need to identify is formation. They're in a 1-3-2 here. Okay, so right now, okay, this guy should have had ball to start. He's got next right. This guy is the splitter. This guy's down the back pipe. We're looking good. Okay, I'm not sure why we're not playing the ball behind. All right, there's no reason not to. If they were in a regular 4-man rotation, we should be going behind right there. Okay, we got a cutter. Okay, so 2 things here, right? 1, we should be going behind. Number 2, this guy sees this guy cutting here. Our splitter should be helping into the backside because we're about to become a 2-man crease. All right, so this guy should be walked in, looking at him and his man on the backside here. All right, and this guy should be staying in this skip lane, but also calling out cutter so that this short stick can jump out and get this guy as he cuts across. Now, most of the times when teams carry, that's kind of the start of their play. So I always kind of like to maybe sometimes pressure the guy who carries, try and make it not such an easy decision. But again, we're so soft here, and we're not really covering people. So this guy should be kind of over here on this front pipe in case he decides he's going to. We've got the cutters covered up inside so far. It's pretty good. Not really sure what they were trying to accomplish there. Okay, so miscommunication here. So this is a couple things I'm noticing on the backside. All right, one of the things that this is very common. Okay, now they're in a 3-3. All right, this guy right here. Our natural reaction, because a lot of times what happens is you're going from being on ball up in this area to getting down the backside in 2 passes. You need to be all the way down to this backside pipe. But if you watch this guy's eyes, he's always focused on the ball. So he doesn't see the fact that the guy is moved behind him. And this happens a lot. Like that skip pass, if this guy moves a little bit more inside right here, for an offensive guy, that's the skip pass they're looking to hit down to that bottom corner. All right, and he sees it a little bit late, and he does eventually get down. Okay, but right here, I'm not really sure why. All of a sudden, we decide to hold ball to ball. All right, this guy decides he's going to scrape. Still a 3-3. He's going to scrape over here, which I'm not really sure why he does that. And the offensive guy is smart. He's going to give it right back. Too long on the offense. But now look at what's happened, okay? The rotation has gotten completely screwed up, so we don't have communication here. So I'm going to rewind this back. Okay. The short stick, because he's got nobody in the crease, is like looking for somebody to cover. He winds up running out to cover this bottom right guy, whereas if he had just kind of stayed tight, he should have picked up this cutter inside, right? This guy should have gotten up like he did. We should have held on the point. The short stick should have been able to get this guy inside. He should be in here. This guy should be getting down the, this guy should be getting across the backside here to this bottom right, okay? And now instead, this guy is kind of converging. This guy should be getting down that backside and on there. That's just communication. You just can't do all of a sudden what you want, because now we don't get the short stick back inside. But luckily, we survive it. We're even. Okay, again, I've talked all the week, last couple sessions about crowding people. Okay, this is bad communication. This is our rising junior class. All right, so right now, the guy who really is in the best position to be hot is Cornell, this guy right here. Okay, when they stack like this, we don't generally want to slide from the high guy. Okay, high guy's got a little bit worse of a slide angle, and a lot of times what will happen is if this middle guy is the guy to slide early, first of all, the slide has to come earlier because you're higher. It does allow them to throw that ball back a little bit easier into this area, and that's where we can get into some real trouble. And so now we get two guys going. That's exactly, if you rewind and see, that's what I was talking about. It's a bad slide angle, right? He's got to get through this guy. He really should be just taking this guy. This is the guy who we should be taking, letting this guy become hot. And we let him get off a shot, in which really it should have never happened. Good check. Like a lift there a little bit better, but that's good. Ref just blowing. Gotta love summer ball. Don't worry if the guy's in bounds, just blow the whistle and go. Okay. So we got no goalies on here right now, but look at the goalie. He barely looks to his right. He's only looking near the box. Okay. We generally want to at least get the ball opposite box first and try to stretch that side and see if we can get out that side first. Now we do get out nice and easy here. Just kind of going too fast. Just played a long defensive possession, a man down. Now we're back on D again. I'm assuming we were subbing there, which is why D guys are so far off. When we are subbing, guys, I'm just going to pause here for a second. It's summer league. We're not worried about matchups so much. So if the guy near closest to the box comes off and you were covering the lefty attackman, right, and you're on the field still, bump to the middle. So this way we're not trying to sub all the way across the field. Living dangerously on that clear. I'm not sure. Guys, to encourage your goalies to move it to the side. Who's the blank spot over there? Is that Wink? Coach Wink?
Where?
At the top of the screen. I think it is.
I don't know.
Got a G. You're up 1-0. Oh, I hate us running off the field like that, but that's for a different film session. Okay, so one thing I talk about a lot, all right? Notice two things here, right? Both attackmen are uncovered. When the ball's at the other end, guys, we should be inside and above our attackmen. For this exact scenario, we want to have the first shot at any ball rolling over the midfield line. The other thing I would tell you, given the new college rules, you cannot use the open part of your stick. You want to use the back of your stick, almost like a tennis racket, to try and flick the stick over if you can, or to try and flick the ball back over the midfield line if you can. But we let them pick the ball up, and now we're in a scramble situation. They do a good job getting in. Okay, so we're giving this guy a lot of traffic here. So we have two guys playing this big little pick in two separate ways. All right, so first guy comes out right here. Bruno is the defender. He should be coming out with that guy. He's giving him a tremendous amount of space. He's not really hot. Ramos is. That he could sit off and make himself hot. But he's kind of allowing that pole to get a good pick on, or getting that short stick on a good pick on that pole. Okay, next guy, even Decker here. He needs to step up the way that we would typically play these big little picks. Is we want Decker to step up and jam that guy, get his right foot or to his left foot, get a little push, and give this defender this alley to get under and clear. And really then what should happen is that Bruno should be coming in to be the second slide here, and that would allow Ramos to have a free go on the backside here. And also short sticks, right? The ball has crossed your level now on this backside. So this guy needs to get in. The other guy needs to get in on the backside. I like us making that next pass tough. Okay, short sticks playing defense. Guys, don't do this. I mean, we have only poles here. But number one, we shouldn't just switch. You can. All right, it's not bad that they do because it's shorty on shorty. But then when the guy comes off of the pick, you can't just throw a stick check at him at that level and think that you're going to be able to stop him. You've got to arrive with your hands. So again, that's kind of a – but this short stick is not helping us. So number one, we want to try to come under it. It should have been called a moving pick. I don't know if I roll the film if it will be. But again, this short stick, we want this guy out to the left of this pick here, moving up and forcing that guy wide so we can come under it. But we go over it, a piece of us. Too much stick checking out of Bruno here. Whew. Okay. He's reaching. All right, get lucky that his own guy kind of popped in the Dodgers' way. He goes over the guy's head. Like, this is stuff this is stuff you got to talk to short sticks about. He's giving him one stick check and going over his head. It's no good. Okay. So this is getting your hands on guys too far behind the goal. Right? So here we are. We don't have our stick out. This guy goes to give a push here. And because he's got that push technique, right, when the pick comes, he doesn't have that 6 feet of space to come under the pick. So he has to come over the pick. That allows the guy to get a good upfield look. Shot off. Let's look at what's happening off ball here. Looks like Ramos backdoored. Okay, but again, it all starts with that on ball. We shouldn't even have to slide to this. We've got two guys below goal line. So Zoe is hot. This guy really hit too. But Zoe is also turned the wrong way. If you notice, when we did some of our winter training, okay, this is why off ball matters. So notice how Lorenzo Ramos' chest is faced toward the – why we talk about near side shoulder to the ball, fellas. So that means his right shoulder should be facing, when he's hot, to the ball carrier. He pushes his shoulder. He sees this guy run and make his cut, and he probably gets a good check down. But notice he's late turning, and luckily the guy ran himself out of angle. He also necessarily had that cutter. If we rewind it back one more time, This is, if he's hot, he's got to be telling this guy right here, he's his second slide. He's got to pick up 24. And Jack Cornell is in a great help position on that backside. Put bodies on. Oh, what a terrible way to give a goal. That's exactly why. All right, watch everybody go into the scrum. Okay, we're raking. Nobody gets put down. Ball squirks out. 1-1. I hate to give one up like that. Oh, push from behind. Come on. Brony, you going to give us some 23 games to load up on this bad boy or what?
I have one.
Check, I got the ball back. Okay, we're letting the ball get to the middle too often. Making our goalie do way too much work. Terrible call by the ref. Okay, they're running the line with you guys. They're trying to same side of the stripe you, which might be what they're doing. It doesn't even look like they are. Okay, but let the goalie throw the ball out of the middle of the field. Like the ball should be going to one side or the other. And if we have to, the deep guy can return. The guy can actually run this line, staying on sides, and we'll get out by throwing it to the defenseman. But we don't want to run to the like. Bruno's just kind of doing whatever he wants. You're running over the middle of the field as the midfielder, as the deep guy. We don't want to do that. I'll drop on a board for us, but was that BC? That was BC. Energy getting on and off the ball now. Okay. So we don't get a good close here. We don't switch hands. Okay. As hot guys, okay, as our hot guy here. Okay. You continue to sink. All right. You need to be lower. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna rewind that. As the hot guy, if you're in that high crease area, sink yourself down into an area over here where you're in a good slide position. We got the backup. Nice. Get it out of the middle of the field. Demand the ball. Just demand the ball. It's just such a pass. We don't want to throw that ball 7. I don't know why that's. Okay, don't reach your stick in front when we go to slide like this. Okay, that's how you get run by. Okay, if he would have just closed with his hands instead of reaching with his stick, make contact with his hands, and jam him out, you're going to get a better at stopping this guy. When you reach your stick across the guy's body like that, it's a tough one. He's going to turn you like a turnstile. Again, flicking balls back to the middle of the field is bad news bears. Wow. What are they waiting for here? They're getting on? What's going on?
I don't know.
Gee, the flag's not too many men. So, oh, it is. No, it's not. Really shortening the game. That we don't need to do. That is completely unnecessary. All right, let's talk about that for a second. So in today's game, listen, this is a 1-1, no, 2-1 game for them, 2-1 game. Okay. The last thing we need with a flag down is to throw an ice pick and go over a guy's head and potentially create offense and potentially get a second penalty, especially out by the edge of the box where you have almost no chance at recovering. Oh, they always start throwing one-handed wrap checks. Jeez. Okay, bad job here getting high side on this guy. He's clearly a lefty. We want to have that foot a little bit further upfield. Okay, see how he's always under him? Now we get another man down. Okay, again, 1-3-2. They're going to cut into a 3-3. Okay, one thing, and Lembo should know this, if we're going to go behind, if this guy decides he's going to play behind like we normally do, if the ball returns on this side, we return on this side. Don't return on the same side the ball did. Otherwise, you're going to give up a give and go. That's just lazy. Okay, there's the cut. 1-4-1. Two-man crease should be easy. And that's why we got to know that we're playing the ball behind. Okay. So they go from a 3-3 here. Okay. They front swing the other guy. So now we're in a 1-4-1. So the short stick should be calling a formation change, right? This guy's got to know that he's accountable for this guy behind. If we're putting everybody on their assignments, Ramos now actually has this wing. This guy's got X and should go behind and play it. Our short stick who's in here needs to jump off and come get this near side cutter. Our top center guy needs to filter in and get that backside. Just a bad miscommunication. We don't call out the fact that they're changing formations. We give up an easy one. So it's 3-1 now. We've given up a couple of goals that we just shouldn't give up if we're following our fundamentals. Bad things happen when we don't communicate.
We got 10 minutes done.
All right. Oh boy. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we don't close space. We're not on the ball side of our guy. Right? Little things. Okay. This is just off ball stuff. Like this guy clears through. You have to be hot. You've got to jump out to that other side of him. And we've got a flow ball side. There's only two guys over there. That offside pole is just hanging out. Beat the whistle, make sure they were ready to go. It looks like they were open right there. So anytime they're open, they're going to have a clear through guy. That means that this offside middy's got to pick up the clear through guy as he goes. So here they're going to try another big little. Okay, look, this lazy, again, why we're putting our hands on guys so far behind the goal. Look, we're already engaged with our attackman here. Okay, he just came off the end line. We're engaged, hands on hands. And now our short stick, who's far off his man, we're going to get picked off, guaranteed here. Because this guy's doing a good job of running right into that pick. Yep, does a nice job of recovering. But what are we looking at on the backside? Okay, so bad angle. Okay. Again, throws a slap check as his first check. Bad move. Okay, gets a little piece of him. He comes high side. We're all staring at the ball. And what happens is, this is one of my pet peeves as a defenseman, okay? Right here, our defenseman sees that this cutter is open. It should really be his job. But rather than communicating, because Nolan doesn't really love to speak that much, he's going to try and do this guy's job for him by coming to cover him himself. Whereas if he does the right thing and he talks through this pole getting down, then we don't get this open look on the backside where we have to make a sick save. What's up, Gavin? Okay. Why there's a pole running to the middle of the field here, I don't know. Again, this is just doing more of like whatever the hell we want rather than running our basics. A lot of very basic, simple things that could have saved us this game. I blame Corey.
When in doubt. Blame me.
This is the second time that we're throwing a ball to a pole in the middle of the field. You either better have a lot of faith that guy's going to catch it or don't throw that ball. And poles, know your spots. Get off the field. Hung again. Why are we? This is a nice job by this attackman of putting this guy adjacent in a tough spot. See how he sangs out right on his back pipe. Okay. But he should be cheating more towards the back pipe anyway. But he's going to get hung. This is not a time to panic, guys. As a matter of fact, this is actually a good time for us to lock up on our men. We've got a built-in hot guy. If we had to, if they were stalling, what we would prefer is the goalie go to his stick side. So he would come out this way with his right foot just outside the crease, trying to funnel him back in, and the defenseman would go this way around the cage. That's if we had to go. If not, everybody else just lock up and let that guy sit back there and make him have to feed the ball. Make him come meet you at goal line. But we go back there and chase without the goalie coming out. So the idea behind the goalie coming out is that right now, if we had the goalie goes out first and is able to kind of push this guy back into the crease below goal line, then that guy's able to catch up a little bit faster. Go jam it to the back pipe when in doubt. Come under control on the slide. Get out of here, man. Look at this breakdown. Just letting this guy get 15 yards running at him. Okay? Got to come out and break down much farther.
Should we be sliding to that, Don?
No, and not that early. And the other thing is, like I talk about all the time, so what should have happened is like, I tell you all the time that we don't want to get up to full speed when we're sliding. So watch how far this guy comes from. He decides he's going to come at him a million miles an hour. This is also part of why he's going to bounce off of him, right? He's sliding instead of like hanging out in here and seeing if he's beat and maybe checking back in on his man. He's just taking off and going. It's just chaotic. Good hit.
Yeah.
Got to come with those first-time grounders, though. Everybody's got a flow ball side now. Okay, they moved it twice off the ground. We have to be in a very panicked situation here to get everybody across. So, like, see how these guys are jogging back in? This guy right here is really hot. Tello. This guy should, okay, so two things. Number one, we shouldn't be coming off the bottom guy who's going to come into our picture over here. He's a righty. Well, look at how we talk about being in that trail technique. He's under him. Okay, Tello should really be hot anyway. We don't come from Tello and they get the goal. That's also why we don't want to allow rollbacks. So let me see. Does he bring his stick in front too? Yep, reaches. Sure enough. And there you go. Roll back in the goal. We've got a flow ball side. We've got to communicate who's hot. Guys, communication, communication, communication. 50-50 ground balls. We're not doing a great job with that either. How much time we got, Corey?
2 minutes.
Okay, so this guy is flat and under him, okay? Sticks in his wrong hand. Oof, I'm going to rewind that back so we can just kind of play through it. Okay, he's clearly a lefty. He's a big lefty. We need to get up. See how they're walking everybody nice and high? This guy is locked on his man here. He needs to be helping into this area. This guy gets his guy to throw the ball across the field. Now watch his effort getting back in. Okay, we should definitely have slid to this because he's beat. But why is this guy – all right. This defenseman now has gone rogue on us a couple times, our low guy down here. He's got the adjacent pass. We actually want to press out and make that tough. But for some reason, he's covering the second slide. So now they got to spin a little bit. Another slap check with his feet still. Sliding to the front side of guys. We're lucky we put the ball on the ground. Okay, well, look at this. Talking about from an on-ball perspective, though. See how wide his feet are, right? Because his feet are so wide, he can't move laterally. So when the guy goes to make his move, he's going to throw a slap check, and that's why he's going to get such a good high side drive. Guy coming from this front side, we really shouldn't want to have to go there, but because he's throwing a slap check at X, it happens. Oh, back slap, back slap. We never want to throw two back wraps in a row. You just pick the ball up. Too much space. Close space.
Last possession done.
Yeah. I'm good. We can call it there.
All right, cool.
Fellas, any questions for us? You guys got your mics on? What do you guys want us to do a breakdown of next?
Maybe one of our games from last summer.
We've already done two of those. We missed the we did 3D Colorado the last time.
Yeah, I completely forgot about last week. It's my bad.
Well, good. I'll pick another game. I can probably find another game for us.
Yeah, we can do like another game from that tournament with the 22s, and then do the same thing and focus on defensive possessions.
The championship game of that tournament, I think.
That's what we were doing last time, Gavin. You guys missed it.
No, that was the first game.
No, that was the second game that we did last time.
Oh,
Championship. Or we could do the second half of it. We'll do from where we left off going forward.
Yeah, that'd be cool.